Welcome, everyone. Welcome to today's webinar. I am so excited to have you guys here today. So I want more people to join in and yes. Okay. So now welcome to 2024 Visionary Webinar. Welcome to the 2024 Visionary Webinar. So I'm I want to give you a couple of minutes, like 2 more minutes, so we can get more people in here. See. All right. Sorry for that breaking transmission. Okay, so we're back. All right. Sorry for that breaking transmission. Back. Well, welcome to the 2024 Visionary Accelerator webinar. I am so super excited. It is a brand new year. So, we're like 2 weeks into 2024. And we've been sharing this link. So, we have people joining in on YouTube. So I want to wait for one of our speakers, Kelechi George, for him to join in, and then we're still sharing the link to get more people to join in the various groups and to also watch the live stream on YouTube. So yeah, today is really, really an amazing day. So first things first, 2024 is here. And as usual, people are making plans. People are like, oh, it's a new year. Uh, you're gonna lose XYZ pounds. They want to make XYZ amount of money. They want to travel. They want to get married. So people are like setting all kinds of like goals, right? This 2024. But they're doing that because that's the same thing people do almost every year. Like people set goals at the beginning of the year, but the sad part is that not everyone follows up on these goals. Like people are like, oh, they want to do this, they want to do that, they want to sell 20,000 courses. Oh, they want to make millions of naira. Oh, they want to be famous on Instagram. They want to be everywhere. But when you look, then middle of the year comes in and people start changing goals. They're changing goals. They're like, oh, they're not sure. They start changing goals, changing. And then they'll say maybe next month, maybe next year. Then they start procrastinating. Procrastination. Then, oh, we have Kelechi George here already. Yeah.
All right.
So I was just giving like a brief overview of how people behave in this time of the year. So people they've already gone to church, they've already said their done their New Year's Eve. What did I even do New Year's Eve? They've already shouted, Happy New Year! They've done all the prayers, everything. And then 2 weeks, you see that 2 weeks into a brand new year, you see that many people start slowly reclining on many of the things that they say they want to do. They start slowly backing down on their dreams, on their goals. While this is actually the time some companies are just starting, whereas some other companies, they started their 2024 last year, last quarter. Some companies, they've already started their 2024. So people are basically in different realities and different time frame as far as I'm concerned and all of that. But for me, what's painful in all of this is that so many people eventually don't get to hit their goals and their reasons why, right? There are hidden reasons why. Have you ever wondered why year after year after year you've always wanted to hit this income goal, or you've always wanted to make X amount of money, but it just doesn't seem to work? You just keep trying, and you keep posting it to next year. Or maybe I'll do it next year. Maybe I'll buy that car next year. I'll go to Dubai that next year when I have money. Why is it people don't hit their goals, Kelechi? What do you think is the real reason why?
Hmm. They they may be using the wrong strategies, or they are setting the wrong goals, or possibly um, they they are not executing on their goals the way they are meant to be. So that's what I believe that has made people do what is called carryover. Just like how we have carryover then in universities and schools, where people can carry over some courses. Some people they carry over their goals into the other year. There are people that have been carrying over goals for the past 4 years, setting those same goals the next year. So I believe it's because of they don't have a proper knowledge, on how to set their goals in a way that they can get results. That's what I believe. And and yes, and just as I said earlier, there is one thing about setting goals that people really, really need to understand, and that's the fact that it's not just about, oh, I have a goal. Many people who set goals, most times, they are merely wishing. They believe or they feel they are setting goals, but they are not setting goals. They are merely making wishes. And when one makes wishes, what happens? No matter how much the person puts into making that to become a reality, it becomes very hard for them to achieve that. And that is why this workshop, this visionary workshop is bound to change the trajectory of how a lot of people come to terms with their goals, because there are a lot of strategies out there for setting goals. When a lot of people are aligned to the right steps, the right strategies, the right frameworks that can make them to manifest their goals, they will see how fast, how easy they will operate in the fourth dimension. They'll see how easy, how possible they can be able to turn their goals into reality. I've, I was talking with some persons some times back, and one of the things we're talking about was pertaining this aspect of goals and people having issues when it comes to making money or achieving their plans or their dreams. So while we're talking about a lot of things, I said something which made everyone who was seated there to pause for a while and thought deep and realize the alignment in what I said. Many of them were talking about how there is so much information out there, or maybe there is no information out there, or how it is hard for some people to make money and all those things. So the more one of them was talking and all that, I just I made everyone there understood a particular point that we are in a dispensation where everyone, there is so much information available to everyone. But the challenge or the problem people have is not the lack of information. But the challenge people have right now in this our dispensation, back in the days, in the 80s, in the 90s, the challenge was information. There was no internet, there was no Facebook, there was no YouTube. So lack of information was a daring thing then. But we're in a dispensation where we have Google, we have YouTube, we have Instagram. There is information everywhere. But now, with all this advent of information, how come people find it very hard to make more money? The reason is that there are two big prominent challenges out there. There's a particular man, Gary Vaynerchuk. He said something that he gives out 99% of his top priced information for free. Then people asked him, why do you do so? He said, because he knows that no matter how much he puts out there, still 99% of people who get access to his information still don't use it. And that's the truth. A lot of people right now have access to information that can change their life, but still they don't make the most out of it. Why? Because of they lack these two things. Number one, execution. Most people is not they don't it's not they're not looking for the kind of business they can start. They're not looking for the kind of strategies they can apply. They're not looking for the kind of work or the kind of way they can align things to get the result. They know a lot, but their challenge is execution. I I once met a woman. This woman walked up to me, told me about her challenges and all that. Now, I was at a point whereby if I want to be like other people, I would upsell her on a program for her to buy. And one thing I noticed is after she buys that program, she may not apply, she may not get the results she expects, and she will feel it is a program. She will feel the program was half baked or the program was not result oriented for her. But all I told her was I charged her for only just execution. Sounds weird, right? That was it, only just execution. She has bought programs of $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 to a point where she has bought a program of $12,000. But still, she has not still gone or achieved some of the things she wanted. Why? She will buy this. There was a particular example. She bought a program of 150,000. She was on the ending phase of the program. What happened? She saw an advert for that program that was looking so amazing to her. She jumped on it immediately. Do you think that kind of person can be able to get results? Not at all. Why? Because she has jumped from this other program. Before you know, she has jumped on many programs that ended up with her not getting the results she wanted. But what I told her was she doesn't need another program. She doesn't need another course. She knows a lot. All she needs is to start turning what she has in her mind, executing on them to get results. And that's all that matters. So within a period of just 1 month, the kind of result she got was mind blowing. And I noticed something. To her, she felt, oh, it was my coaching. Oh, it was this. But no, it was just as simple as execution. And second thing again is what? Accountability. Many people lack accountability. That's why it is very hard. It's one thing to have a good goal strategy or framework. It's another thing to execute. It's another thing to what? To be accountable. So that's why what this session is bound to do is to help you to have a powerful strategy that can help you get the results you need. Then, secondly, guide you in a way that you can execute well on those goals that have been set out for yourself. And thirdly, hold you accountable to achieve those goals. Hold you accountable to achieve those goals. It's very important because so many people find it hard to set goals. So many people set goals and still they don't make the most of the goals they set for themselves. And it's important that a lot of persons start setting goals the right way. And when it comes to setting goals, I believe everyone is following. When it comes to setting goals, there are strategies out there for setting goals. There are lots of strategies out there. A lot. But before I talk about the strategies for setting goals and all that, I would like you to do something for me, something quite simple. Okay, two things precisely. Number one, I would want you to hold in your mind a target, an amount, or a figure you want to achieve this year. An amount you want to achieve this year. Just have it at the back of your mind. Okay. Then, secondly, I know that there are lots of people that would partake of this session. You can use the share button, share this link to your friends, to your contacts, to your status, everywhere. Let's get as many people as possible linked in here. Let's get as many people as possible brought into this place to understand how they can be able to get the most of the goals they are going to set for this year. Now, there's a staggering statistics I've come to understand. Getting to talk with so many people. Every year, people set New Year resolution. But do you know the truth? There was this one particular fact. Every January, the hype about New resolution is so high. From the whole churches doing 21 days fasting, some churches doing theme for the year, everything. Everybody's spirit is hyped up. They set New resolution. I'm not going to smoke. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. And guess what? At the end of the first week of February, according to statistics, 70% of people who set New Year resolution starts changing their mind about it, starts having a rethink about what they set, starts questioning the plans, questioning their thoughts, questioning even what they have set out for themselves. Why is that so? Because you realize that New Year resolution, as much as you deem it fit, is not enough to change the trajectory of your finances. It's not enough to change the trajectory of how things is for you. So that's why it's always important for everyone to understand the frameworks that can change or push the needle for you. Okay. And now there are different frameworks when it comes to setting goals. There are different frameworks. All right. And the generalized framework, there are five. There are five. There are about seven, but there are five that a lot of people are aware of. I'm going to share with us the five of these frameworks. Okay. And among these frameworks, there is one, and this one is being used by top billionaires. One beautiful thing about this session that you are presently on is that by the end of the session, you will not just learn about frameworks for goal and how to set goals in such a way that you get results, but you also be guided. You also get to learn strategies that will help you to apply these things to not just achieve your goals, but also make money along the line in a very wonderful way. So there are different strategies or frameworks for setting goals. Five. There are seven, but there are five. Okay. Now the fifth, I'll start from like a countdown from the fifth down to the first or up to the first, right? Now the fifth strategy for setting goals, which is everywhere, and many people set goals this way without even knowing that they are merely wishing, is they set goals in the present perfect tense. I want to make, okay, if they ask them, list out goals for the year, you'll see people writing like, number one, make 20 million naira for this year. Number two, fly abroad. Number three, that's how they are setting their goals. That is generalized style. But guess what? That style of setting goal is just going to leave you to be at a point where you will see yourself as only merely wishing. Only merely wishing. And that's why so many people tend to set their goals. I make 20 million, make 3 million, make 4 million, and that is not enough. That thing will not push you. That thing will not get you the kind of result you want. Then the fourth strategy that people use to set goals is popular. It's called the SMART framework or the SMART strategy. Now, the SMART strategy or the SMART framework, this is where you have people set goals following a principle or a framework that was discovered many years back. And this is where you set goals by making sure your goals fit into certain standard. In the SMART framework, you're setting your goal in such a way that your goal is specific, your goal is measurable, your goal is attainable, your goal is realistic, and your goal is time bound. Now let's take a little example. Now, Mr. A sets this goal that make 10 million naira make 10 million naira in 2024. Make travel to United States in so and so. That is his goal. But now someone who is setting goal using the SMART framework or the SMART strategy will be setting goal in such a way that your goal will be specific. I want to make 10 million naira by June 2024. Now the difference between the first example and this is that what I have placed a time frame on when I want to work towards or I want to achieve that goal. I want to make 5 million naira by July 2024 through selling 3 houses, through selling XYZ courses, through selling 10 cars, through selling a total of. Now what you have done is you have seen that okay, I have made it measurable, which means if by the end of July I'm only able to sell 8 cars out of 10, it makes me know that I am still a bit far from my goal. It makes me know that okay, out of 10 cars I'm meant to sell, I've been able to sell 8. So I'm able to measure how well I'm doing. If by 3 months down the line, I'm able to sell 5 cars, I have it at the back of my mind, oh, my plan is to sell 10 cars and I've been able to sell 5 cars and I have 5 cars left to sell in order to hit my goal of 5 million naira. Do you see that? It makes now your goal is what is specific. But now there is one thing about this particular framework. If you set a goal of 20 million naira, for instance, and you've never done 10 million naira in a year. You've never done 5 million naira in a year. You've never done 3 million naira in a year. You set a goal of 20 million naira. According to this particular strategy or framework for setting goals, your goal of 20 million naira is unrealistic. Your goal of 20 million naira is unrealistic, which means the realistic approach to setting your goal, if for someone who has never done 20, 10, or 15, is to set your goal of 5 million. If you have done 1 million naira before, you set your goal to do 3 million, set your goal to do 5 million, set your goal to do 7, set your goal to do 10. So you are expanding in leaps. That is one scenario or principle about this smart strategy. Okay, and this is the fourth strategy. Okay, and we're still coming to the ones that billionaires use. Just stay with me. And I'm going to share with you as well why billionaires use that framework and that strategy, and how that strategy worked for me, and how it has helped a lot of people. Okay, now see, the third, I've thought about the fourth one. Okay, the first is the present perfect tense statement. Okay, the second, that's the fifth. The fourth is the smart goal. Now the third strategy when it comes to goal, which a lot of people need to know about. This is where goals are being set using what is called the GGS strategy. This is when goals are set by using what is called the GGS strategy. Now, you might ask yourself, what is the GGS strategy? Now, the GGS strategy is an acronym which means what? Which means gratitude goal system strategy. Gratitude goal system strategy. Now, we are in an age where you can set a goal of, let's say I want to make 20 million naira right now. But before you know it, you can go on social media, you could go on Instagram, you see your colleagues, or you may see your friend who was able to make 10 million naira. Your goal, remember, your goal is 5 million naira, right? Then you see your friend, maybe 3 months, okay, your goal is to make 5 million naira by December or by September. But by July, out of boredom, or you wanted to do something or make a post, and you see your friend balling, driving a Bentley, he's balling, just spreading money, doing some kind of things. Now, what happens? At times, it tends to send people to become depressed. Most at times, it gets to send some people this kind of signal as though that they are not doing well enough, or they are not working hard enough. They start feeling bad about themselves. They start feeling like they are not worthy. Even to the point where some people tend to think or feel they are not worthy to be alive. I've seen someone, this person who had good set of goals, but at the point that the person fell into depression, very, very depressed. And I was talking to her, what's going on, what's up, and everything. I was thinking maybe it is about money or lack or something, and only for me to realize that there was someone that this person had at the back of her mind that she was competing with. So she felt that the person is doing so well than her, she's not doing well enough. And almost every day she's on Instagram, stalking, searching, what is this person doing? Before you know it, is sending her this kind of depressed tone signal, and subconsciously her mind starts picking that signal. I'm not good enough. I'm not working hard enough. I am a failure. I am this, I'm that. She started feeling depressed, and the goals she had, she was to work on, she stopped working on it. Now, in order to win over that kind of mindset that can happen as time goes on, because you can set your goal this year, January, down the line in March, in April, in July, you could get distracted. But now, one of the things that is why this third strategy works wonder, the GGS, okay, is a strategy whereby you use gratitude as a way to propel yourself to achieve your goal, one. Then secondly, you set your goals in a way as though you have achieved it. Now, let's say my goal is to make 10 million naira by July 2024. If I'm to use a smart strategy, which is the fourth one, I would say I I want to make 10 million naira or 20 million naira by July 2024 through the selling of XYZ, right? But now, if I'm to use the GGS strategy system, it's a different ballgame. I will say, I am happy. You are using the statement called I am, all right? I am happy and grateful now that I have X by Y. I am happy. It's like a formula. I am happy and grateful now that I have X by Y, which means you are setting your goal, and anytime you are seeing your goal is going to be like a motivator to you, sending a signal to your subconscious that you have achieved what you are setting out. Okay, which means if you are to use this system, it's going to be more like this. I am happy and grateful now that I have made 20 million naira by June 2024. Do you see the difference? Now, in this time around, you're not just setting your goal with the mindset of, oh, I want to achieve it, but it's more like setting a subconscious to your mind that I have achieved this goal, so every part of me should be aligned towards this goal. I am happy, I'm excited, and grateful now that I have X by Z. If you want to lose weight, instead of saying I want to lose weight by July, you'll be specific. I am excited and grateful now that I have lost 12 kilogram, 12 kg by June this. Now, what happens is anytime you see your goal, you are motivated by your goal. You are inspired by your goal, because the thing someone said something that every day I wake up every day with so much vigor, so much passion to achieve my goal, because my goal is my greatest motivation. But now, when you don't have a goal that motivates you so much, what happens? You will see your goal as a big, hairy statement, a big, hard thing for you to achieve. Why? Because it's not motivating you hard enough. But when you have your goal set this way, I am happy, or I am excited and grateful now that I have X by Y. It makes it more easy. Do you see that? So that is the third powerful framework. And this framework, the GGS system, is what one of my amazing mentors used and was able to manifest his goals, manifest his dreams, manifest a lot of things. And one striking thing about it is this, which blew my mind. He was able to use this and he wrote a statement that I am excited and grateful now that I have, because there was a particular thing he was doing in his business and there was a level that people had to attain. So he wrote a statement there. I am excited and grateful now that I have achieved XYZ level in my team by this time frame. Do you know that he had, by every morning he wakes up, he sees that, it motivates him. Even on his in his bedroom, he places it there. Like myself too, I also did it. On my wardrobe, I placed it with a sticky note. On my bedroom, on my wall, in my parlor, in my kitchen units, cabinet, everywhere. It makes everywhere I move, I am looking at it. I'm seeing it. Because one of the challenges a lot of people have is that they set goal and they forget it. There's one popular thing that Mike Murdoch said. A goal, any goal you set that is not trackable can never be achievable. So as long as your goal is something that you are tracking it, you are seeing it daily and all that kind of thing, to an extent, it makes it achievable for you. But when you set a goal on a paper today, then after a while, you forget about that goal. No matter how much you think you are working towards that goal, you will forget it. But now, by having that in a place you can see, we have what is called 3 gates to our mind. We have the eye gate, we have the mouth gate, we have the ear gate. Okay, we have the ear gate, so now it makes anything you do that can make what you are trying to achieve, what you are trying to attain, to get into your ear gate, to get into your mouth gate, get into your eye gate, you can achieve that faster. How? Now, this is the thing here. Based on study I've been able to do on billionaires and so many kind of people, I noticed that one of these, if you notice, people who are musicians who get some ideas, there's a particular place they tend to get ideas very well. And the place they tend to get ideas very well, which a lot of us also get ideas from, is in our bedroom. And there is a thing about the bedroom. Now, it's not about, oh, bedroom is the only place, or bedroom, or even in church. It's not about that, oh, bedroom is there's one fancy. No. There's a thing about bedroom, about that particular spot. Is this. I realized based on science and research, there is something called tabula rasa in science. It's a particular state of a person's brain when it is easy for it to suck in information very fast. Now, when we become adults, it is hard to get information sucked into your subconscious. In the mind of man, we have three states. We have three states, okay? We have the conscious state, subconscious state, and the conscious state. If I say I want to make $5,000, let me tell you the truth. It is easy for me to say I want to make $5,000, but it is hard for my subconscious mind to agree that I want to make $5,000. A man was asked something on a stage where he was standing in front of about 25,000 people. They asked him, tell us one of your biggest secrets to making $25 million in 1 year. He said that, to be honest, it was very easy for him to make $25 million. But the hardest thing for him was to believe that he can make $25 million. Let me say it again. The easiest thing for him was to make $25 million. But the hardest thing for him was to believe that he could make $25 million. Which means you can say you want to make these XYZ goals, but if you've not got your subconscious mind programmed in such a way that you can be able to attain such goals, it will become hard for you. But now, how can you make your subconscious mind to grab very fast the goal you have set for yourself? There are different ways. Number one is what? When you are bathing. You know, when you are bathing, when water pours on your head, according to Sigmund Freud, who was a psychologist and all that, at that particular state, your mind is very free. You are not worrying about a lot of things. So your mind is free. At that point, anything you see, your mind can grasp, your mind can grab it little by little. Now, that is why if I have sticky notes in my bedroom, when I'm bathing, I'm looking at it, I'm saying it. I remember when I had a goal of 250 million naira. I later on had to work towards 100 million naira. I placed it down in my bedroom. I was seeing it, talking about it and all that. Subconsciously, I was programming my mind to see that as a possibility. Because you know they say, before you achieve something, you must go there, achieve that thing, see it in your mind before you see it in reality. So by bathing, pouring water on your head and all those things, and you are saying those things, you are programming your subconscious mind to attain that, because it is very hard. My goodness, your subconscious mind is very hard to be programmed. That's why the more you are reading, you're also being able to program your subconscious mind. The more you associate yourself with people who will ignite you, ginger you, you are also using that word to program your subconscious mind. So if you want to program your subconscious mind to achieve your goals, number one is what? When you are bathing, seeing your goals in front of you and all that. Sometimes it can be having your goals in places you can see. A perfect example of people that do this, but they don't know they do this, is people who do all this illegal business, Yahoo and all that. If they go to HK or whatsoever place, they see wall art pictures in their boss's place. That makes, after a while, when they get to cash out, they buy wall frame and keep in their house. To them, they are buying it because their oga got wall frame and kept in their house. But regardless to them, they don't know that what they have been doing is they are subconsciously programming their mind to achieve what they want to achieve. That is why you see them, most of these G guys, most of these kind of guys, you see them that they always have a picture of a man called Pablo Escobar. If you go deep down, you understand how Pablo Escobar was a man who made so much money in drugs. So much so that when his daughter was feeling cold, he had to burn thousands and thousands and millions of dollars just to keep her warm. He made so much money. So now they have this subconscious whereby they have a wall art of Pablo Escobar with the kind of write-up. In the morning they see it. To them, they don't know what they are doing, but they are subconsciously programming their mind. Some of them on their houses, you see them place a wall art of I make money daily, or a wall art of I make one BTC every day, or any kind of thing, some kind of inscription. What it does is that it's sending a signal in their subconscious mind about what achieving what they have in mind to achieve. So that is just it about what the GGS. You are programming your subconscious mind to feel aligned, happy, which will make even when you see people around you succeeding, instead of you to start feeling bad about it, you are excited, you are happy when you go to your place, when you go to your bed, when you go to your bedroom, when you go to your kitchen about your goals. So your goals excite you. So that is that about that. Then there's a second framework for goal setting. Now, this second framework for goal setting is something that a lot of people need to know about. I hope everybody is following, and I hope we're getting value from this. All right. So you can drop a 777 in the comment section below. So now the second framework for this, is called the OKR. Now, this is a framework, this is a strategy that was discovered by a man back in the days. And because of how good this strategy worked, or how good this strategy was very effective, companies like General Electric, Ford Motors, Amazon, Google deployed this framework and use it to transform their businesses. Now, the OKR framework is a simple framework, simple but powerful. Okay, it is framework which you can use it personally, but most times it gives you great results when you are using it for company. But you can also use it applied for yourself personally. This is where you have to set an objective. After setting an objective, you then have what is called, you have to set what is called key results. All right, key results. Now, key results that you can measure towards achieving that objective. So which means if I want to make 10 million naira or 100 million naira, my objective is what? I want to make 100 million naira by July 2024 through selling of 20 properties, 10 plots of land, or 10 properties, or 10 cars. Now, that is my objective for the year. I want to make 100 million naira by June 2024 through selling of 20 properties. That's my objective. Now, my key results are things that when I achieve these things in steps, it makes it easy for me to achieve that objective. Now, my key results can be, number one, post content daily on a daily basis. Post 3 content daily about real estate. That is if I want to do real estate. If now I wrote I want to make 100 million through real estate, for instance. I'm giving you a perfect example based on things I've seen work for myself and all those kind of things. Now, key results would be number one. And most times when it comes to key results, you always set at least 3 key results to 5 to power your objective. Number one, key results can be post 3 contents daily about real estate across social media. Number 2, do prospecting to 10 persons on a daily basis. Number 3, it can be this thing, cold calling or doing videos about real estate. Number 4 can be shooting inspection videos on each property that I'm to market. Number 5 can be attending trainings regularly and calling clients daily, regularly, pertaining the properties and marketing. Now, what happens now is this: you will now set there as a target among all these baby steps. If it's for the first one, for when it comes to setting posting three contents per week, you say there to post a total of 20 contents per month. It means any month you do less than 10 contents or less than 20, it makes you know that you are going far behind towards achieving that objective. You see how straightforward it is? So any month that you say, okay, I want to, the target, my key result is posting 10 videos monthly, 10 videos monthly, 10 or let's say 30 videos monthly. If January you post 30, you will see that, okay, you check your goal. All right, I'm on the right track. And January I post 10 videos, I posted 30 content. I was able to do prospecting to 30 people in January. That is good. It means I'm getting closer to my goal. But if in February I see out of the target of 30 prospects I want to get, I only got to prospect 10. I only got to call 20. It will make me know that what I'm going further from my goal. So it is easier. So that is what the OKR framework is. Then now, this brings us to the number one. Now, this one is being used by billionaires. I'm privileged to interact with billionaires, to interview some of the top people I can imagine. And I realize that most of them get to use this. Some of them don't even know that this is a framework, but they do it, they use it. I remember some times back, I had a goal I wanted to work towards. I was working towards. So I told one of my mentors about it and all that. And I remember when even Coach Sarah was talking about setting goals, all these things, $10,000, all these things were looking so big then to me. But later on, something happened. I set a goal last year. And the goal I set last year was to do, it was to do 250 million, 250 million naira last year. So, and when I finished doing, I had a session with one of my mentors and all those kind of things. So I wrote down 250 million. After the session with him, guess what I did? With January, I was hyped up. Honestly speaking, I was hyped up about setting that goal of 250 million. I was all around the block. Everybody, I was even posting 250 million. I was everywhere. But guess what? Before the end of February, I was like, oh more. People I say this 250 million, I don't go hit them more. I will not hit this goal. This 250 million is looking too big. I cleaned off 150 million. And let me just walk towards 100. Let me clean up 150. So I cleaned up 150 and I walked towards 100 million. That was the thing. Now, fast forward. By applying this framework, I'm going to share with us. I saw how it stretched me. I got so stretched to the point whereby I saw myself like I hit the goal and I was regretting that if I had known, I would not have limited myself. Because what I realized was that placing that goal of 100 million naira, I limited myself to what I could do. I limited myself. So what I learned was that sometimes, as much as you are setting goals, some people think you are just setting goals, but some people don't even know that there are times you set goals and those goals you set are limiting you. And this brings us to what I call the Tadira framework. Most billionaires don't even tend to share about this. They don't even tend to talk about it because they know that sometimes some people may not be able to grasp these frameworks, these things. Many people only just know the other frameworks, other strategies. But here's what I can tell you. By applying this strategy, this Tadira framework, it changed a lot about me. It changed a lot. I was able to sign huge amount of money in check inflows and outflows. I was able to do a lot. I was able to connect with top billionaires, to top set of people. I was able to do crazy things. And I saw that these things were made possible when I look back because I allowed myself to be stretched. But some people, they're like, no, I don't want to stretch myself. No, I like the soft life. You need to, your mind can handle anything you give you just place on it as long as you are ready. So, and because of the fact I'm into real estate and I'm into crypto, I realized that there is so much I could do. There is so much that could be done. But a lot of times people only limit themselves to making 1 million, 2 million. But now let me just share with you this Tadira framework. Now, Tadira framework is a framework. I'm a science student, so I tend to do a lot of things with formula. It helps me to make sure that everything I work towards is a principle that can be replicated not just in my life, but in the lives of people around me. Now, the Tadira framework is like a formula which I was able to deduce after studying about 3,000 billionaires and a lot of things around them. Okay. And came to also understand that out of the whole billionaires in the world, there are certain things they do similarly that can be understood. You know, the success of a lot of people is not in what they have done or what they are doing, but in their backstory. Their backstory is what will give you the hint to what helped them. So the Tadira framework is a framework that has a formula, and it consists of 3 steps, 3 simple steps. And by applying this framework, something I noticed happened. I was no more making so much noise on the internet, but I was now becoming more intentional. I was getting results like never before. The first step in the Tadira framework is called Tadira, Tadira, Tadira framework. The first step in the Tadira and the first step in the Tadira framework is called target. Target. And before I go deep down about the target and the other steps, when it comes to setting goal, if you want to have a balanced will when it comes to setting goal, you try as much as possible to set your goals around 5 pillars. There are 5 pillars, just 5. You don't need to make it so bulky. The first pillar, it depends on you. There's no 1, 2, 3, anyhow, any number. We have family, finances, spirituality, your health. Now, the fifth is a combination of 3, which can go hand in hand. Your mind, your networking, and also your education. Which means if you are trying to set your goal, try as much as possible to set your goal to put these things in line. I know because of my core values, I have a priority of how I set my goals. Number 1 in all my goals is God. Yeah, God, my core value, God. After God, my family. After my family, my work. God, my family, my work. You know. So now, when it comes to setting goals, having these 5 pillars helps a lot. Because some people can set goals and they make money, but their family is lacking. For people who have family as a value, though, some people can set their goals and their health is having issues. And there's a statement one man made. He said, one of the biggest regrets a man can ever have is to spend all your life to make money, and after you made the money, to spend the remaining days of your life to use the money you've made to survive or to spend on your health. Imagine you spend all your life, the first 35 years, 40 years, hustling, bustling to make money. You made the money, you are 45 years, you are 50 years, you get struck down with a kind of sickness that leaves you for the next 40 years spending money to take care of yourself, spending money to treat yourself. And that's one of the biggest problems a lot of people have. But the key thing is when you set your goals to make sure that these pillars are well aligned, you can be able to make money, live a good life, have family, do a lot of things for yourself without even making too much noise. All right, so the first step, the Tadira, target. Set a target for yourself. And in the formula is this. Pay close attention. If you have a pen, write it down. The formula is this. It's simple. And it's what I use for my company, for my real estate company, for my crypto community, for everything. It's the same formula. Everything straight to the point. T squared times 10. T squared times 10 plus D plus A equals to manifestation. Simple. T squared times 10 plus D plus A equals to manifestation. Now I'm going to go deep down into what it's all about. Now the T stands for target. Have a target. Now think about the goal you want to achieve financially. Because why I say financially is that if you can work towards your financial goals to an extent, it can help you to align other things, family, health, everything in sync. So financial goal targets, have it at the back of your mind. If your goal for the year is 5 million naira, for instance, or 20 million naira. Now, what you're going to do is this: you multiply any amount of goal you have for the year, any amount of goal you have set for yourself by two. Amount by two. What you give it, what you get. Now, that amount, that number you get, that value you get, multiply that same value by 10. Now, what you get, that is the financial target you have for the year. So, if my goal, for instance, is, let's say 20 million, all right? Let's say 20 million naira, which I know I can achieve, I can work towards. But let's say 20 million naira. Now, what I'm going to do is this: 20 million naira times 2, what it's going to give us is to give us 40 million. 40 million naira times 10, what's it going to give us? 400 million. Some people say, geez, where will I start from? That is the thing. The moment you give your mind opportunity to be stretched, that is when you realize that there is a lot your mind can do. There's a lot you can do. There's a lot you can achieve. That is first thing about the targets. T, which brings us to the second. The second is D. And D is direction. Yeah. Now, what do I mean by direction? There's a perfect example. There's a story. Two men, they had an important engagement. Two of them reside in Lagos. Just a perfect example, just to paint the picture clearly for us. Now, the first person, Mr. A, he knew he wanted to go to Lagos. He wanted to be in Lagos. All right. So since he knew he wanted to be in Lagos, what he did was this. He had an appointment in Lagos. So Mr. A took the road. He went by road. He took a bus and went to Lagos. He went to Abuja, from Lagos to Abuja. So he left Lagos. Now he left by 7 in the morning. He got to Abuja by, say, 9 p.m. Now, did he get to Abuja? Yes, he got to Abuja. He was able to, but did he catch his appointment? His appointment was slated for this thing. Okay, let's say he got to Abuja 6 p.m. Okay, his appointment was slated for, let's say, 7 p.m. So he was able to get to Abuja 6 p.m. and meet his appointment for 7 p.m. Awesome. Now let's take a second person, for instance. The second person, Mr. B, he was to get to Abuja from Lagos. He boarded a flight from Lagos straight to Abuja. He left Lagos 8 o'clock in the morning. He got to Abuja 10. Still had opportunity to connect with people that could help him achieve more goals. He built contact, went to events, got contact, networked, did a lot of things, did some transactions, and was able to make it for 7 p.m. appointment he had. Now, there is something we can deduce from these two scenarios. The first person, he was able to get to his destination. He was able to get to his destination, which is Abuja. Good, which is very lovely. He was able to get to his destination. But now, it cost him time. And time is something you can't get back. It cost him time. 7, 8, 9, 10, until 6 p.m. But now, the second person, okay, all right. The second person got to Abuja as early as 10 in the morning and still had an opportunity to connect with a lot of people, made contact, made money and all that. And that says a lot about what vehicle. The thing about direction is what? The vehicle, which means the type of vehicle, money vehicle you use has a lot to say about how fast, how well you make money. Which means there are people who may want to make a 1 million naira. Don't get me wrong, don't get this twisted. They want to make a 1 million naira. There are some kind of industries or projects they might be on. For them to make a 1 million naira, for instance, it will stretch them so much and it take them months, years before they hit 1 million naira. But now there are industries, there are vehicles you could enter. Within a period of 2 months, 3 months, you can achieve that amount of money, that goal very fast. Which is why when it comes to the aspect of direction, you ask yourself, what kind of financial vehicle can I use, can I leverage to achieve the target I have set for myself? Sometimes they say, oh, follow your passion, follow your passion. But you know, there are times your passion will not give you the kind of money you need to survive, to do a lot of things. So what you have to do the things that will give you money, that you have seen that is working, that can be replicated, that can give you the money. They can make money from that and use it towards fund your passion. There are times, there are people, their passion requires so much money and they try to work towards it, but the money they need is not enough. Instead of you thinking round the clock, stressing yourself, find a financial vehicle that can give you that kind of money you need. Use it to fund your passion. So now, when it comes to that aspect of direction, you question yourself is, what are the financial vehicle I could use that could get me to my target? Mind you, anybody can choose to go from Lagos to Abuja by road, by ship, which by sea, or by air. But what matters is what? There are, as much as you want to go to Abuja from Lagos, there are fast track vehicles that can get you to your destination in time, and you still have time to do other things. Then secondly, you'd also know that what? Success is not about the destination, but it's about the journey. So to be able to go to Abuja around 10 in the morning, and I'm able to do a lot of things and have fun, connect with people, build contact and everything, and still get back to Lagos, I have been able to add a lot of things to myself than how I was before then. So that is that about direction. Then a third step, as I said, is a 3-step. Okay? The third step is what? Association. For myself, when it comes to direction, and when it comes to direction too, always have at least 3 directions you have to follow to achieve your money goal, your target. 3 directions. 3 directions. Then under each, the 3, at least 3, at most 5. Anything more than 5, you only find yourself vaguely setting your goals and all that. So I want to make this a snappy so that we would have Coach Sarah coming on the session. So that is just it. So making sure, and if because of time, I would have talked about the wealth dynamics and all those kind of things, but that is just about what direction. Then association is A. Who do I need to associate with? Who do I need to align with? Who do I need to work with? Who do I need to do business with? Who do I need to learn from? You list the people you need to associate with. Now, what this does is any kind of offer, because over the years you get offers about things that people will tell you it works, is this. Over the years, any offer that comes your route, if it is not in alignment with your direction, if it is not in alignment with your association, you cut it off without thinking twice. It's just like, for instance, I remember back then when I had gold for 100 million. Any opportunity that were coming up that would give me opportunity to make 3,000 naira, 4,000 naira, I was not interested. It is not that those things don't work, they work, but because of my target, they will not help me to achieve my target. So that was why I was not interested. But anything that will help me to make 1 million, 5 million, 10 million, I was much more interested. So that is the thing about this association. It helps you to get alignment to what you are working towards achieving. So that is basically everything about the Stadera framework. manifesting your dream, manifesting your goals, and everything is possible. One thing I've learned about this life is that anything is possible as long as you set your mind towards it. And I would like to give the room right now to Coach Sarah to come in. I hope we got value from this. I still remain Kelechi George. I'm known as celebrity consultant, and I believe that we got value from this. And the goal and the essence of all these things being shared is that we can be able to make and set goals in a way that we can achieve it and change our lives. All right. Peace and love, everyone. So, Coach
Thank
Sarah,
you. Can you hear me?
yes, we can hear you.
Oh, thank you so much, Kelechi, for that. I really do appreciate it. I mean, he dropped a lot of value. Like we're talking, the gratitude part was what I loved, because that's one thing a lot of people don't do. Like that's the missing X factor in when it comes to setting goals that a lot of people don't do. And you have to be grateful not just for what you have, because there's some people that are not grateful for what they have at the moment. You be grateful that you have a house, a roof over your head, you can eat, you're happy, you're smiling, you have a family, be grateful for that. And then also, when you're asking for bigger things, when you're asking God for bigger things, you want to be grateful that He has already given you that thing before that thing manifests in your world. All right, this is what people don't understand. Like, you have to be, you're okay, you don't have a car. You keep saying you don't have a car, you don't have a car, you want a car, you want your hobby to buy you a car, or you want your boyfriend to buy you a car, or you want your job, or you want money from your business to buy that dream car that you want. Rather than complaining about how you want this car so much, why dwell on the fact that you're wanting and needing this car so much? Why don't you dwell on gratitude? I'm so grateful that I have legs. I'm so grateful that I have that car already. So when you shift your mindset to aspect of being grateful, when you shift your mindset, be grateful for that car before you already have it. Imagine yourself already driving that car. Imagine yourself using that car to go to church, using that car. How would you dress? How would you act when you're entering that car? Right? How would you act when you're driving your car to work, to grocery store, to weddings, to parties? How would you dress? How would you act? How would you feel when you're inside that car? So when you keep painting and imagining and painting the picture of you being grateful, happy of having that car before it has already appeared in your world, one way or the other, it's going to appear into your world. Either somebody's going to give you that car for free, or something will happen in your business will explode and you get the money for the car, or you get a job that would give you money for the car, or you get a company raise plus a car, or one distant family member will remember you and bless you with the car, or maybe one ex-husband during a divorce proceedings will dash you the car. The car can come from anywhere. So the goal you so when you're setting goal, you want to make sure that you are your mind is focused on gratitude. Gratitude says thank you for giving me this thing before you even have it in your physical world. So thank you so much, Kelechi shared a lot. He shared the Tadira framework. He also shared the GGS strategy for setting your goals. So remember, gratitude should always be at the forefront. And then I also want to share a little bit also on what he mentioned. He mentioned the 3D and 4D wealth. So the 3D, 4D, all of that. So 3D basically means third dimension, 4D basically means fourth dimension. And then there's also 5D. We're not going to be talking about 5D. We're going to be talking just about 3D and 4D. So we are living in a dimensional world, and people are living in various realities. right? There are multiple realities in this world happening at the same time. There are multiple realities in this world happening at the same time. So what do I mean? Look at it. At the same time right now where you are in your house, we also have some people that's why you see some are poor, some are middle class, some are rich. These are multiple realities. The rich man's reality is different from the poor man's reality. The way they think is different. The way they act is different. The way they make decisions, they're different, right? Their investment choices is all, every single thing is different. The way they it's all different. But yes, at the core of it all, we are all human beings. And yes, we all have similarities all across billions and all across generations. But however, we cannot deny the fact that people are living in multiple realities. This is a multi-dimensional world that we live in. So, what is the meaning of third dimension? What's the meaning of fourth dimension? So, however, there are people that are just stuck and they're living in the third dimension world. Third dimension world means you are being controlled easily by your thoughts. People living in the third dimension, they are easily controlled by fear, anxiety, anger, hatred, jealousy, all kinds of things. And actually, people living in the third dimension are stuck. Is part of the reason why you see that people are not able to hit their goals. If you're wondering why people keep starting and stopping things, or you find yourself, you start this business idea, you stop, you start this business idea, you stop, or you even get into this relationship, you come out of it, you get into this relationship, you come out of it, you keep almost like you're going in circles. You want to look at it carefully. The reason why you're starting and stopping things or going and coming out of relationship, that's why you see, I'm just telling you the real reason why people are having multiple relationships or multiple divorces, starting and stopping, failing at multiple businesses, is because they themselves are stuck. So their minds are stuck. So when your mind is stuck in the third dimensional world, you would see that uh, your emotions easily control you, right? You are easily controlled by fear. And there are different forms of fear. You're easily controlled also by anger, by anxiety, all of that. So, however, how so so you see that they have these subconscious beliefs, right? Because I'm calling them emotions. There's some people, their thoughts, they're also hidden beliefs, their subconscious beliefs. Like they are not worthy of money, they're not worthy of love. They don't. They hate themselves, and these beliefs come, they all stem from childhood, how that person was raised, what words were spoken in that child's life over and over and over and over till that child grew up to be an adult. Then what type of environment that child grew in. That's why you're seeing a lot of people are struggling, because everything boils back down to your thoughts, your beliefs, your hidden beliefs. What do you believe about yourself? What do you believe about your business? What do you think about yourself? Many people have never looked within. We're all going out to chase the goals. Yes, let's chase the money bag. Let's make 20 million. Let's make $1 million. Let's make the 20 million naira. Let's hit it. Let's hit the goal. Let's knock the table down. Let's make 100 sales calls and all of that. But very few people take a step back and look within. When you finally look within, you're going to find the answer to hitting that goal effortlessly. When you just take a step back and look within, what has been keeping you stuck all these years, you're going to see that you've been letting your thoughts, those wrong beliefs, control you. Are you afraid of failure? Some people, they're afraid of failure. Some people are afraid of success. Some people are afraid of rejection. Maybe you're rejected several times as a young child. Maybe your parents told you, no, you cannot do this, no. Or maybe you told your friends about that business idea that you want to run, or that online business, or that thing you want to do, and they're telling you 1,000,001 reasons why that thing is not going to work. They are infecting you with the fear of Okay, so yeah, so some people are afraid of risk. They're afraid of taking risk. Some people are afraid of rejection. Some people are afraid of success. Some people are afraid of failure. Some people are afraid of failure. So you want to check yourself. What exactly are you afraid of? What exactly are you afraid of? Right? Why are you holding yourself back from stepping into this next level? Because this is 2024, the year that you have to level up. It's time to level up. You got to level up in your income. You got to level up in your love life. You got to level up in your health. You got to level up in your personal development game. Some of you don't even read books anymore. Some of you don't even take courses anymore, right? Some of you, thank you so much, Kelechi, for being on this session. Thank you so much. Thank you. Kelechi is also is one of our executive coaches in our 2024 Income Accelerator program. So I put the link in the comments. If you want to be part of the coaching, Kelechi will hold you by the hand to help you execute in hitting your goals in 2024. Thank you so much, Kelechi, for being part of today's session. So, yeah, why do people not hit their goals? So, I'm sharing exactly the let's use the word, the demons that are making people not hit their goal. And fear is one of the major demon that is stopping. Yes, is the word called demon, is making people not hit their goals, right? You're wondering why, because these things affect not just your money, also affects your marriage, your relationship, affects everything, even your health, affects your friendship. So you gotta fight this demon whether you like it or not. This is 2024. You gotta be different. Your life has to be different. You have to change. You have to be willing to change. You gotta change your behavior towards yourself, really. Like, you can't keep playing small. I mean, isn't it? Aren't you not tired? You guys will go. There's nothing wrong with church or Christianity or anything like that, but sometimes you have to take a step back. You're praying, oh God, please bless me. Oh God, please bless me. Oh God, please bless me. How many years are you gonna pray that prayer? You need to change your prayer, change the prayer point. Thank you, God, for blessing me. Thank you, God, for making me healthy, wealthy, and whole. You stop speaking negatively. If you catch yourself speaking, because these are things that are making you, I'm just telling you I'm dropping big bombs, telling you the real reason why you're not able to hit your goals all this while. Oh, next year I'm going to start an online business. Oh, next year I'm going to start an online business. Oh, next year I'm going to write my book. Oh, next year I'm going to create my online course. And then you never ever do anything. You never do anything. You never do anything. You have to change your behavior to yourself. It's time. It's time to become a better person. It's time to be better, to do better, so that you can have better. It is time. So, fear of failure. You got to get rid of the fear of failure. Why are you afraid of making money? What's making you afraid of making money? Did you see somebody? Because some people have the subconscious belief that money will make them do bad things. Money is good. I love money. You have to be comfortable with money. Money loves me. Money is comfortable with me. I love money. Even the Bible says money answered all things. You gotta be comfortable with making money. Like selling, love selling, love building your business, love making money. I see some people, they go on social media and they're like, oh, rich people are bad. They go on that comment sections of celebrities and all these rich people and start talking rubbish. You see, when you're talking rubbish, you're attracting rubbish into your life. It's a law. It's the way life works. These people don't even have a, if you have a clue, you won't even be commenting under those people's section. Their comment section, you will be commenting there. You won't be saying nonsense. Somebody bought car, the next thing you just assume that the person did Yahoo. Instead of you to be tapping into the anointing and saying, yes, I own this type of car already. Set it as a goal. Instead, they'll be saying, this one that is just like this, maybe she's going to do runs in Dubai. Somebody is going to, fine girl is going to Dubai. You've already assumed she's doing runs. Even if she's doing the runs, she has hit a goal now. Leave her. It's her life. It's her choice. Everybody has a choice of what they want to do and or not to do. So you have to understand this. You have to get rid of these demons. Fear of failure. Stop being afraid of failing. On the road to success, failure will be your best friend. Go and check the person that created light bulbs. He was failing over and over and over and over till he got it right. Albert Einstein. So he knew 1,001 ways to fail, and then he got it right once. So some people, they fail, they give up. They fail, they give up. No, get up again and keep going. Keep going. Re-strategize, rebrand, repackage, create. You gotta keep going. Stop giving up because of you're afraid of failure. Failure is a normal part of life. Fear of success. What are you afraid of? You must imagine yourself to be successful before you're successful. How would it feel when you are successful? How would you behave when you're successful? What will your friends say? Oh, just imagine your friends saying, oh, congratulations, Sarah. Oh my, congratulations. You made it. You made the money. See your car. When you keep filling your mind with success, that fear of success would drown. The voices of the fear of success will drown out. So you have to keep picturing yourself as a success already before it happens. It's not one day I'm going to be successful. No, you are already successful. How does it feel being successful? How would you act being successful? How would you make decisions being successful? How would your website be being you want to be successful? Look at what successful people are doing. They have a built amazing personal brand online. They present themselves well. They dress well. So start dressing well. That your clothes that you are keeping for only December 25th. Wear your best outfit. Wear your dress. Wear your heels. Dress up every day like you are successful. I remember where I was somewhere. The person was like, man, why how is it you're just wearing a full dress and heel shoe and everything and it's not like you're even going anywhere? Like you gotta dress up like a queen, dress up like a king that you are. You're a success. How do you like if you had $1 million in your bank account, how would you behave? Have you thought about that? Like how would you behave? How would you act? Where would you go to? What restaurants would you be hanging out? Like, can you guys list 10 expensive restaurants? Like 10 expensive restaurants you'll be hanging out. Like you should know all these things. You say you want to make money. You say you want to ride nice cars. You say you want to have nice things, jewelry, skincare, hair, all these things. But you gotta start doing it now. You have to fully embody being the person that you want before it happens. That's how it works. Do you understand? Like start wearing your best clothes every day. Do your makeup. Wear nice hair, perfume. You'd see that when your inner world change, your outer world will reflect that. When your inner world changes, your outer world will reflect that change. So when you start treating yourself like you're already successful, like you're already that millionaire, or you're already that rich person, or you're already that bougie chick or that guy that you want to be, your outer world is going to naturally reflect that. Like you would see the whole world would change towards you. That's the way it works. Fear of rejection. When you have that fear of rejection within you, you're gonna have people rejecting you. So when you're afraid that people are not gonna buy your courses, people are not gonna, when you're afraid, it's going to manifest in your world, it's going to reflect in your world. That's just how it works. So you got to get rid of that fear of rejection, get rid of it. Tell yourself, I love myself. I'm chosen. I'm loved. I'm favored. Right? I'm chosen. I'm loved. I'm favored. Get rid of the fear of taking risk. Be willing to take risk in 2024. People can come to you with business ideas, with opportunities. Be willing to take massive risk every single day in your business, whether you like it or not. Be willing to take risk. If you fail, don't worry about it. Dust yourself. Get back up again. Next. Whatever failure that may come your way, you turn it into a lesson. You turn it into a, oh, your heart got broken. Oh, all right. Package it into an online course and sell, or package it into an ebook and sell. I use it and make money. Turn that breakup into a blessing. Turn that breakdown into a breakthrough. Turn that breakdown into a blessing. I know I'm sounding like I'm a preacher. Woo! But yeah, I'm telling you, this is the real, these are things that are holding people back in their mind, that's not making them want to hit their goal. Another thing that is also holding people back from hitting their goals is perfectionism. Perfectionism is just procrastination in disguise. The person is still afraid. It doesn't have to be perfect, it should be done. The funnel system doesn't have to be perfect, it should be done. It should be out there running. Your course doesn't have to be perfect, it should be out there. Then keep improving, improving and moving and moving and moving and moving forward. Fear of discomfort. You gotta be comfortable with being uncomfortable. You have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable and keep pushing, 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 pushing till you get your breakthrough. Till you get your breakthrough. That's just how all of this thing works. Then another reason, thing that's holding people back from hitting their goal is they are not willing to change. They're so relaxed, they are not willing to change. You must be willing to change. There's something, either you have to change your thought pattern, or change your behavior, or change your circle of friends, or reduce, even if your family members are the ones that are negative, I'm telling you, reduce contact with them. Reduce contact with them. So you must be willing to change. Stop hanging around with negative people. This is 2024. You got to stop hanging around with people that are dumping trash into your mind, or stop spending too much time on social media doing rubbish. You either use social media as a creator or as a consumer. So you choose one. Are you a creator or are you a consumer? We are co-creators with God. God says, have dominion over the fish of the sea. Is that not what the Bible says? Okay. Have dominion over the fish. All those things are there in the Bible. You are a co-creator with God. You were made in the image and likeness of God. But you're acting like a consumer. Consume everything on social media. I was telling somebody that social media is very lousy. There are a lot of toxic content on social media. Look at that thing called social media feed. Is feeding people's brain, feeding people's brain with nonsense. And sadly, people are following a lot of page, unfollow unfollow negative pages. Any page that is not putting money into your bank account, unfollow all of them all this 2024. Get your follower count. I'm not causing you to create Discord with you and your friends. It's not pride. I'm just telling you that stop feeding your mind with trash. This is 2024. You are a creator, you are not a consumer. You're supposed to be creating books. How many ebooks do you have? How many have you published your physical book? Have you created an online course? You must publish a book this year and put it on Amazon. It is a goal. Set it and do it. Write that book. If it means delete the Instagram app, delete the app. Take 3 days, write a book, design the cover. Canva is free. This is 2024. You should be an author or a coach or a consultant. Uh-uh. It's time to level up. Oh, what will my husband think if I make money? What will my friends think if I'm making money? They will think I'm too proud. Oh, you have to look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, I'm worthy of wealth. I'm worthy of making money. I am worthy of making money. I'm worthy of the money that I desire. You have to tell yourself that. And then it's not just enough to affirm all of these affirmations every day. You also have to take the action. Set up your website, set up your blog, set up your funnel, get your book up, get the book up on Amazon, create your course, go to a studio, pay a photographer, take a picture, take a bougie picture, wear a nice dress, put it on your bio. Put yourself out there, be bold, be courageous. This is the new you. It is a new year. A new year requires a new you. And if you're somebody that likes quiet business, it still can work. There are people with very, very quiet personalities that still have thriving business. They set up their website. They don't even do video on YouTube. They set up their website. They're always blogging and they're very consistent, driving traffic to that website. They're not afraid of, stop being afraid of spending money. Some of you are afraid of even spending money on yourself. I'm afraid of spending money on ads. Don't be afraid to spend money on ads, adverts. Don't be afraid to spend money on yourself. Buy yourself a nice outfit. Wear a nice. A friend of mine was telling me, "Oh, I want to make money. When I make money, I'm gonna buy this outfit. I'm gonna wear this shoe. I'm gonna buy this watch." When I make money, he was just saying all of that. And guess what I said? But can we do it this way? Can you start wearing that outfit, eh? Can you start wearing it now? That restaurant you say you want to go, can you start going to the restaurant now? You don't need to buy the food though. Just buy water. But just dress like you're going like wear your best clothes and go to that restaurant today and sit down and just drink water and tell me how you feel right now. The person was like, that's true. I don't think of that like that. I say, yes, that thing that you say you want to do when you make the money, just be doing it now. Just turn it now. So, what I'm trying to make you realize here is I mentioned 3D, 4D. I was mentioning different realities. Right now, it feels like you're in a reality where you don't have your goals, your desires, and and you feel stuck. You're pissed with yourself. You're disappointed that you didn't hit your last year goal. It feels like you're stuck. Why don't you start living that reality of hitting that you've already hit that goal right now? Start living it. Imagine if you've already made that money. What will you be doing? You'll be looking so good, so fresh. So you need to start programming yourself into your rich era. That's it. Start not it will happen in the future. Yeah, that's procrastination. It's not about it to happen in the future. It's happening right now. It's happening right now. So start right now. Another thing I want to also highlight is that you want to have the right community, the right people around you, because this is really, really key. The wrong people around you will drag you down. When you have people constantly telling you, oh no, you can't, it's not going to work, this person failed, Ah, you if you continue like this, you will just struggle. You have people telling you all this crap. Ah, you don't have money. Nah, 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 nah. You have to cut those people off. This is 2024. You have to cut those people off. You have to start making friends. This is on your level up journey. Be ready to lose friends. On your level up journey, you have to be ready to lose those people that are not helping you on this journey. Not just helping you, even with what they are saying, they are not also helping themselves. You have to let them go. Can two work together unless they agree? So you have to let them go. Make new friends 2024. Those ones that are telling you, oh no, you can't, no, it's not going to work. Oh, the more you keep listening to negativity, you are poisoning your soul. You are poisoning your soul, and it will be reflecting in your reality. You're wondering why everything is not working when every day all you're listening to is bad news, bad news, bad news, bad news, bad news. No. Guard your heart. Guard your ears. Guard your eyes. Guard your heart. Guard your heart. Some people, they are giving you advice from, you have to ask yourself, this person speaking to me, is this person speaking from a place of jealousy? Is this person speaking from a place of envy, or this person speaking from a place of ignorance? Or is this person speaking from a place of ignorance? If you want your life to change, you must be willing to change. You must be willing to change. Design the life of your dream and start living it now. Go and look for the price. How much is it to travel to Dubai? Save the money and go to Dubai. How much is it to travel to so place? Save the money and travel there. Some of you don't even travel because in your head you're like, traveling is expensive. Traveling is expensive. You keep telling yourself traveling is expensive. That's why and then you now go on social media and be jealous, be writing comment on that people that are traveling, instead of you to imagine yourself being in that place. Imagine yourself sleeping in a 7-star hotel. Imagine yourself driving a G-Wagon. So we say, is a politician that bought the car for her now. The person is doing runs now. Is the DTDD. Imagine yourself riding a Rolls Royce. Uh-uh. If money is bad, don't you know money is good? Tell yourself this 2024, I choose to be wealthy. I choose to be abundant. I choose to live a soft life. Some of my friend called me. I was laughing. He said, Sarah, you changed your Instagram name to Soft Life with Sarah. Because I said, yes. Everything is not online business. I know I've decided my messaging has changed to all round life. Because some people are thriving in making money, but they are failing in their love life. Some people are thriving in their love life, but they are failing in making money. And you have to tell yourself every day, I live a soft life. A soft life. I live a soft, pamper yourself. You overwork. You create balance. Balance. You create balance. You have a business running. You have a family life or love life. You have your own personal life. You take care of yourself. Give yourself bubble bath. Go to spa. Men also go to spa. Go get a massage. Ladies, do your nails, your hair, your makeup. Treat you well. Talk to yourself well. Read your Bible. Read books. Develop yourself. Have a relationship with yourself. And then have a relationship with you can have your business life, your career life, your work life, have your family slash love life, and then your own personal life. Have a relationship with yourself. Do you like yourself? Some people don't like themselves. You see, this is why you see some people make so much money and then they commit suicide. It's because they don't like In their heart of heart, they don't like themselves. They hate themselves. Many people are not even observant of their thoughts. Do you like you? Do you like yourself? So, in as much as yes, you want to marry, there's some people, their 2024 goal is to marry. It's not bad, it's good. There's nothing wrong with that, right? In as much as, oh, you want to marry, you want to marry, you want to marry, do you have a relationship with yourself? First thing first, do you like yourself? Do you have a good relationship with yourself? If the whole world crumbles on you, would you kill yourself or would you love yourself more? When I went through a very, very bad and a hard time, do you know what I did? I used that period to take care of myself. Ah, that's when I started looking, thinking of all the ways to spoil myself more. Give myself massage, buy this one for myself, buy that one. I'm still on it to buy this one for myself, love myself 1,000,001 times more. Do you love yourself? Do you have a relationship with yourself as a human being? You can be chasing the money and you don't even have a relationship with yourself. You're not observant of your thoughts, how you've been thinking about yourself, how you've been acting, how you've been dressing, how you've been behaving. What do you eat? Some of you don't even know what you like. I was having a conversation yesterday with someone. I was telling the person that I just created a timetable of what to eat in a week because I do not want to think about what to eat. And the person was like, that's so true. That we waste so much energy thinking about what to eat. I said, yes. Like, I don't want to think about what do I want to eat for breakfast? What do I want to eat for lunch? What do I want to eat for dinner? No, I don't want to think about it. Create a timetable. Create this timetable. List out your breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack for 1 week. List all the types of foods you like. Do you like a foruro, eba, egusi, edikaiko? Put all the soups. Also put the rice, the stew, the chicken, salad, the fruits. Put it there. The day you want to go to restaurants, put it there. Create another timetable. So you already have a timetable of what to eat. So you don't even have to think about what you want to eat, right? So you should have your financial goal, you should have your spiritual goals, you should have your personal development goal, your financial goal, how much money do you want to make, your spiritual goal. Do you want to read the whole Bible for the year or the Quran? What's your spiritual goal? Right? Some of you don't have a spiritual goal. Some of you have not even finished reading the whole Bible. I'm not finished reading the whole Bible. Eh? What's your spiritual goal? What's your financial goal for 2024? Everybody's only about money, money, money. Okay, what's your financial goal? What's your health goal? What's your health goal? Health goal. Like, how many jump ropes are you gonna do? How many hours are you gonna walk? How many times are you gonna go to the gym in a week? What's your health goal? Are you gonna do medical checkup? All of that. Then what's your love and relationship goal? Are you gonna get married? Are you gonna start dating in 2024? Are you gonna make rich friends? You gotta have relationship goals, right? How many rich friends are you going to make? Some of you don't have that as a goal. You want to be rich, you want to be rich. Do you have rich friends? You gotta have rich friends, friends that are making more money than you so you can learn from them. Love goal. Are you gonna start dating? Are you still afraid of marriage? Are you still afraid of relationship? Are you still tied back down by that person that broke your heart? So you gotta have a goal to want to start dating again. Start meeting new people. Then spiritual goal. What's your spiritual goal? Are you gonna read the whole Bible for the year? You have a Bible plan or a plan? How many times are you going to pray in a day? How many times are you going to pray in a week? How many times are you going to fast? Do you want to fast twice a week or 3 times a week? Fasting is very good for the mind and for the spirit. Then what is your fun and recreation goal? You want to have goals for having fun. Like me, I love swimming. I love swimming. I love meeting new people. I meet new people online and offline. I have all kinds of friends, good, bad, ugly, wealthy, fun, all kinds of friends. And I've learned something from all of them, right? But I do cut out negative people. Like if you're coming to speak doubt and negativity, I cut you off straight. Like I don't waste time. Before, I would keep those kind of people around, but I finally made a decision to cut them off. Like it's just what it is. Maybe another time I might change my mind, but at the moment I don't want any negative or doubt speaking person in my life. So I cut them off. What do you like to do for fun? Do you like bowling? Do you like bowling? Do you like swimming? Do you like walking in the park, or do you like going to see aquarium to see fishes, or do you like seeing high rise buildings, skyscrapers, or do you want you can for fun you can go look at expensive cars, wear your nice outfit and go look at expensive cars, or go house hunting. Like go house hunt. I've done a lot of house hunting. Go house hunting, go look at beautiful properties, beautiful structures and designs, how they're built, what tiles did they use, what type of wood did they use on the doors, what type of who was the interior decor for the stage, the house staging, what's the buying process of a house. Like this, there are 1,000,001 things you can do to in on this level up journey. And then wealth and investment goal. Do you have a plan to invest in something? Do you want to invest in real estate rental properties? Like you should have properties that are renting out, that you're putting out for rent, right? You should have properties that you should have a plan to want to invest for real estate. That should be your plan. And then personal development goals. How many books are you going to read this year? One book a week. How many books are you going to read this year? This year, 2024, I've already read a book. I am on my second book. I'm halfway through my second book because 2 weeks has gone. One book per week. Personal development goals. What books are you reading? You should read business book. You should read book on love and relationship. You should read a health book. If you're a woman, read a book on femininity. If you're a man, read a book on masculinity. Is on how to behave as a man. Femininity, how to behave as a woman. Then get health book. Have all these books, right? One book per week. Personal development goal for the year 2024. You have to level up mentally, level up in your bank account, level up in your love life. In your love life, do you go on dates every week? You gotta go on dates every week, every Friday night. Dress up like a bad baby girl, dress up like a fine bad boy, and go on that date with your boo. Set these goals 2024. All these things, like, it just doesn't make sense. Then have your meal plan, your 2024 food plan. What are you going to eat this 2024? Have you tried oysters? Have you tried margarita? All these try have you tried strawberry lemonade? Try foods, or have you tried octopus? All these bougie foods that you see in expensive restaurants. Write it down. You want to try all these foods that these rich people are eating. You say you want to be rich, you want to be rich. It's not about being rich just in monetary term. It's about being rich all round. You want a sweet life, a life that is so sweet all round. So I listed your financial or business goal, how much do you want to make, your health goal, how many times you want to work out, what type of workout, how many times you want to go to gym, how much weight do you want to lose, your love and relationship goal, you want to your love life, how many times you want to go on dates, how many times you want to travel with your spouse. You have to set this goal. Okay, you're married, awesome. Date nights every week. One date night every week. One trip every 2 months or every 3 months, one trip. If you're married, you can do trip as a couple, trip for only the wife, trip for only the husband. So trip as a couple, one trip as a couple every 3 months, and also one only wife only trip, husband only trip. So you guys can have that headspace. You clear your head out. And then spiritual goal. You want to go to church. If you don't want to go to church, do you want to do your midnight prayers every day? Do you do midnight prayers every day? How many times a week do you fast? Do you tithe? Do you pay your offering? Do you give to orphanage home? Do you give to the needy? Do you see that? I'm listing all these possibilities for you. Fun and recreation goal. How much do you like swimming? Do you like traveling? You need to create a plan to have fun. It is good to have fun. Create a plan to have fun, right? Have fun. Then your investment goal. You have to learn about investing, get books on investing, make friends that love to invest and hear about what they invest in. Then personal development goals. How many books? Read one book a week. Business book, investing book, love book, feminine book, masculinity book, parenting book. If you're a parent, learn how to raise children. Stop raising children out of the air, out of the blue. Buy a book, buy a course, get a coach that will teach you how to raise children so that we don't keep bringing traumatized kids into this world. And then your food plan. If there's any more goal, I would update eventually. And then every day, read your Bible or say your affirmations. What do you say to yourself? What do you say to yourself every single day? Do you keep telling yourself, I don't have money, everything is not working? If you're living, the people living in the 3D world, they keep speaking negative. You keep looking at, you don't have money, things is not working, your husband is fighting you, your wife is fighting you, this one is doing this to you. You are complaining. People living in the 3D world, they are being controlled by their ego, by their mind. You're always complaining about everything. Why don't you speak positive? Yes, things are not working out the way you want it to. Speak positive, speak what you want to see. Keep saying what you want to see until you see it in your physical world. So people living in the 4D world, rubbish is happening in their physical. 3D world is your physical world. 3D means third dimension. That's your physical reality. 4D world is fourth dimension, the invisible reality. That's your thoughts and your words. So you want to take things from the 4D and bring it into your 3D. So if shit is happening in the 3D world, you don't say it like, oh, okay, this crap just happened to you. You don't dwell on it. When you keep dwelling on it, you keep attracting that more into your life. No, you dwell on what you want. You dwell in the 4D world that you already have this money that you desire. You already have this car that you desire. You already have the health that you desire. You're so grateful that you already have it. So yeah, this is it. 2024 Visionary Accelerator goal. Like, this is how you should be thinking in 2024. This is how you should be acting in 2024. This should be your goal for 2024. So our coaching for 2024, I put the link in the comment section. You can head over to 24hoursclients.com/get FA FAI system. So we're basically coaching you on how you can set up your own fast automated income system in 2024, a system that will make you money every single day in 2024. Every single day you should be making money. I'll show you. You should have a tracker. You should be making money every single day, even if it's $2, $3, $7, $10, $100. You should be making money every day. You should have an ebook or a course that is bringing you passive income every single day. Every single day, your money should be increasing in your bank account. Every single day, money should be coming into your bank account. So yeah, click on the link www.24hoursclients.com/get FAI system. It's time to set up an automated income system that brings in money for you every single day in 2024. So when you join the coaching, our 2024 income accelerator coaching program, we're putting it at an incredible discount. You can get in for like $17, super cheap. We purposely put it that way so it's a level playing field for everyone to get in. We'll be coaching you on mindset. We'll be coaching you on how to be consistent in your thought pattern. So when those voices of fear, when those voices of, oh, you're not sure you can do it, when those voices are speaking, we'll show you how to silence those voices and say what you want to see in your world before you see it in your world. Then we'll also walk you through in how to package your knowledge, your expertise, your advice, what it is that you already know. We'll show you how to package it in this and sell it throughout 2024. Then we'll also show you how to position yourself. We'll show you how to position yourself as an expert, as an authority, so you can attract clients that would buy your digital products. We'll show you how to pick the best target market, niche, and perfect price points for your offer. And then we'll show you how to package your first online course. Show you how to package your knowledge, your expertise, your advice as an online course, and how to sell it even if you don't have testimonials, even if you don't have a client you've never had a client before. And then we'll also show you how to publish your funnel, how to publish all these things, set it all up, and so that you can have money up and running. They will show you how to profit. How can you profit from this ebook, from this course? You need to have promo posts out there, emails, webinars. We walk you through, and we also give you templates like done for you, fill in the blank templates to make it all easy. And then we'll also show you how to run ads. If you want to run ads, we'll show you how to run ads. If you don't want to run ads, we'll show you the free method to get people. And then I'm also giving you my $30,000 info product vault. $30,000 info product vault. If you want to set up the vault exactly you need to, the email templates, how to set up your offer, all of that, and your funnel and all. And then we'll be giving you access to our private community where you can feel free to ask questions and connect with other people that are leveling up on their 2024 journey. And then we'll give you access to our tech vault to show you the best tech tool, even free tools you can get started with to start making money right away. And then how you can make money through chat. Some of you don't even know that you can make money through chatting with prospects, with clients. We'll show you how to make money through that. And then we'll also show you how to make money through groups, how to use Facebook group, WhatsApp group, Telegram group to make money. And then we'll also give you access to StayCut. StayCut is our amazing affiliate marketing network where you can sell your course or you can get affiliates that can help you sell your course and your program. And then another bonus I'm throwing in is promote my course. I'm also going to be giving you 50% for a commission when you promote my online course. So I can't wait to have you in our 2024 Income Accelerator coaching. Just head over to www.24hoursclients.com/get FAI system. And I wish you the very best in this amazing new year. Talk to you soon in another webinar. Thank you guys for joining today's session. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.